making our Christmas memories.
Good morning. Hi. I just made my coffee. You could see it here. Remember when I bought this the other day at Williams-Sonoma? I never used it. Dessert Whip Mini. This is a mini whipped cream thing. I don't know how to do it. I'm trying to read the directions. So I bought the little nitrogen cartridges on Amazon, and it was funny because like the quantities are either 10 or like 360 or something, and my family was like, so you got 360? And I was like, yeah, I think you know me. No, I bought 10, but don't think next time. No, I'm just playing. So I got 10. I believe you slip it in here, and then I believe you do this until it like, is it gonna puncture? I don't want to deal with no nitrogen. Make sure that the head gasket is inserted into the head. I think that's what just happened. Insert dispensing piston onto the head. Screw the decorator tip onto the dispensing piston, not too tight, but enough for it to be secure. Fill a bottle with the prepared mixture. I'm just gonna put heavy whipping cream in. Screw the head onto the bottle so that it's straight and tightened by hand. Insert the original ISI cream charger into the charger holder. Wait, what? I should probably just watch someone do this online before I don't know. Why do I think my house is gonna explode, you know? I'm not gonna fill it. Should I fill it? Well, no, I mean, there's a max. I'm not at the max. Let's at least go to the max. I'll have the kids try some later. Part of me wants to add like a little flavoring to it, but maybe we should just go straight up to start with, you know? Anybody else nervous? Just me? Oh, I don't know what that is. Okay, so okay, I heard it release just now. Get rid of that, I guess, and then you just put this thing on there. Am I doing this right? Oh, look at that whipped cream. Okay, clearly I did something wrong. At least I got smart enough to start doing it in the sink. Not smart enough to learn how to use it though. Feel free to teach me. I don't know what I did wrong, but I'm gonna go ahead and clean all this out and then drink my coffee now that it's getting cold. Oh, welcome to Vlogmas Day Whatever. You know who would really easily figure this out? My mom and Josh. Both of them would figure this out. Golly gee willikers. Yesterday I got a package and it was 1 of 10 and I opened it and I took a quick look. I didn't even look at everything and I was like, oh, I didn't buy this. And I flipped it over and it said the neighbor's name, so I had to tape it up because it was in a bag and I was like, oh, threw it over there. Then this morning I opened my door and I'm like, 7 o'clock in the morning, there's already a package outside. It's giving, nope. I don't know who delivered that. And I go to open it, and someone else had opened that package. So Amazon, you're slipping, okay? Because clearly everyone's getting each other's packages, and I get so many packages, I don't look to check a name. Lewis doesn't order stuff. If he does, there's like a 95% chance. There's a 100% chance he told me he ordered it. In my little beauty room, which I'm not in as often as I probably should be, honestly. I used to film in here all the time, but I wanted to show you guys some of the stuff that came in yesterday. I haven't tried anything on, but I'll show you. Not Jacqueline. Beauty Curve. Rochelle. So Rochelle Johnson, that's where the J was coming from. Rochelle released a lab with FTF. So FTF does like full, very large, like 20-piece whatever collections, and then they do what they call labs, where like the influencer or whoever gets to create their stuff, and then they like style and shoot, and they do all that like on their own, as far as what I know. And so I think it's really cool to see everyone's individual style in the photography and the videos and like all the content and everything, and then obviously in the pieces themselves. So I think Rochelle did a really good job. It very much gave like her essence. So I bought 2 things from her collection with them, and I'm really unsure how the sizing is going to work out because neither one of them have any stretch in them, and that's always very tricky. So if it works, lovely. If it doesn't, it's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this on. But both of these pieces are from her collections with FTF, and I think I think I got them for like 25% off. They're not cheap. Like, I do feel like FTF has maybe raised their prices a tiny bit lately, just like everybody else. But, yeah. Yeah. Sarah, are you ever going to release anything else with FTF? Yeah, girl. Stay tuned. It was supposed to come out this year, to be honest with you. It was supposed to come out earlier this year, but yada, yada, yada. It just made more sense to push it, and then we added more pieces, so. Okay, Sarah Rae, how do you feel? I feel like it's a little big, but a 1 probably would have been a little small. It's very cute. It's a little big though, right? Like, it's a little bit too long for me because, dang it. I'm tempted to get the 1 and see the fit because I definitely have, obviously I have extra space here, but I have a little extra length, and then I have a lot of extra space in the boob. The arms fit. I mean, overall, like, could I make it work? I think so. Maybe I would need to like add a belt or something. I do have space here in the hip too, so I guess it depends on how much smaller a 1 is. Normally I wear a 1 with FTF. Okay, I'm not upset. I love how it looks. I think it's super cute. I think the design is really cool. I like all the little details. I like that it's so different from anything else, but I don't think that it's super flattering on me because it is a little bit too big. Should I order the 1 if it's still available? I'm kind of tempted to order a size 1 and like see how that goes, you know? You know what? Even the arms are a little bit big. Dang. Dang it. I was really hoping it was going to be like, no, it's gonna fall. I don't have nearly enough boobage. I thought the coat was really cute. It's definitely something I don't have. I'm trying really hard not to rebuy things I already own, basically. After going through my closet, wow. Like, I have a lot of basic, almost duplicates of things. And sure, to some extent, I need to get things that are newer so that when I show them, I can link them and show you guys, and it can be, you know, good for me in a business way. But, just for funsies, just for me to have, doesn't make sense for me to have a bunch of the same type of item. I have the sleeves on the side of me right now, so that's gonna not be very appealing. Okay. Okay. I actually really like the coat. It's very cute. Functional pockets. You just have to detach the button. There you go. Oh yeah, this is a really nice jacket. This is so cute. I'm gonna have to like do it justice and actually put some clothes on so I can show it online. But obviously this is online, but this feels like a different kind of online. Yeah, that's really cute. It looks nice open too. It's cute from behind. She did a great job with that. I think it'll look even better when I don't have extra sleeves hanging around. Okay, this one is also from FTF. We have that same kind of like bubble sleeve situation, except this is a stretchy velvet, and it does come with the gloves, which I think are wonderful. And they attach, but you can detach them so you can, you know, actually have your hands out. I think it kind of really sets it off, like it's kind of that little extra something, you know? So this I got in a 1 because it's stretchy. You see it's a lot more like fitted on my boobs. I don't have a bra or anything on. I would wear a bra, but overall it's good. I have some funny underwear kind of cutting into me right now, but I don't know if you can even tell. I would probably just wear like a shaper panty or something. This fits really well, and it looks and feels good. I really like it. I would definitely jazz this up with like a serious like studded, you know, like bling over the glove, and then probably earrings or something like that. Like, this is just so cute. They did a great job with this. This wasn't part of Rochelle's collection, but it was kind of in that same vein with the cool sleeve, you know? What else did I get? Let me bust out these, you guys are sitting on the boots. Oh, okay. I got a pair of the Nadia boots. This was from her collection with them. I think it came out a couple months ago. Or maybe not. You know what? I don't remember. But I saw them on there. And I've purchased this style, I believe. Not this material, but this style before. And the problem that I had, now that I'm thinking about it, is that they go up too high for me. So they end up being kind of uncomfortable on my upper thigh. So we're going to see how high up these ones go. Maybe not. But you know what? I'm going to have positive thinking. They're not going to go up too high. Nah, These ones are not gonna work for me, unfortunately, but maybe the other ones, because they're not as high. Hold on. Again, I was trying to buy things that I don't already own, which is why I got that color. And it's why I got this color. So this is kind of more, it's white, but it's more like a bone. Like it has a little bit of cream in there. So it's kind of like a creamy white. Oh, she's zipped. Now if the right one zips, that means that the left one will too, but I might need a little bit of my boot stretching spray to do it. So let's try that on. Okay, girl, the jacket and the boots, as expected. The left, it is gonna go up, but I'm gonna use a little bit of the boot stretching spray because I don't feel like getting that indentation on my finger right now. Unnecessary, but I have full confidence that it'll be totally fine. With the jacket though, I mean, this is like a little look, right? And it doesn't even matter what I wear underneath because the jacket's gonna be the moment. Frankly, I have nothing on underneath right now because I didn't want another bubble arm situation. But this is so cute. Definitely fits. Definitely would not have fit my arms previously. So if you have like bigger arms than, you know, like your waist size and all that, then I would suggest sizing up one size if you were looking into this jacket. The boots though, they are wide width and I have a 20-inch calf on the left. And like I said, I'm gonna struggle to get it up, but I will get it up. And they're actually quite comfortable. Like these are just right out the gate. Pretty nice. I'd also recently gotten these ones from FTF and I really liked them. I wore them on my birthday. They're pretty similar actually. They might be the same boot now that I'm looking at it. And those I used the boot stretching spray and they worked out fine. So, I'd live, laugh, love, and imagine if your girl had a bra on and an outfit. What? Okay guys, I'm going to show you this again once the top comes in, but I just happened to try it on because I already had some boots on or whatever. You guys, this little skirt, I mean, I'm even gonna close the boot next time too. But it's got like a huge like slit and it is so fun. I bought a hot pink like mesh bodysuit to go with it. I might have even gotten a sweater just to see like which way I wanted to go with it. But the skirt is from Eloquii and I'm almost positive I got it in a 16. I got an 18. Oh, I did get an 18. No wonder it's freaking big. Oh, I mean, really, if you wanted to, you could even move the slit. If you wanted your booty hanging out, girl. But I just thought it was like a fun time. Definitely like a New Year's kind of moment. I don't know. I want to dress up a little bit more and have some more places to go, you know? So I'm trying to get some clothes that I think I'll actually wear. So I need to create the whole outfit, not just like a pink sequin skirt. Like I need to get the top and I need to have shoes that I'll wear with it. So I could definitely see doing like boots. Maybe not white boots. I don't even know. I'm going to put myself together a little bit because I feel like I have nothing to do with my life today, even though I have so much to do. So let me put myself together. Okay, girl, I'm ready. I can like leave the house now. I think I might run to, I might as well do like the shelter stuff, drop off at both of them, the pet shelter and the homeless shelter. They're like really close to each other. So I'll go empty out my trunk, and I need to run to Walmart because they have a FedEx. So I can mail something from FedEx. I hate having to mail from FedEx because it's like nowhere around here. There's freaking UPS and USPS galore. But FedEx, no. So I'm going to run to Walmart, I guess. And you know what I wanted to say? I finished Crying in H Mart. And I don't have a whole lot of thought on it. It was a memoir about a girl whose mom got cancer and died. And you need to learn that right away. It's not a spoiler. And then it talks about like their relationship, and they're Korean, and she's like Korean. Her mom was Korean, her dad was like a white guy. It just kind of talks about their relationship. It talks about food a lot. She talks a lot about food, like Korean food, and then that's kind of the book. She's also trying to make it like as a rock star basically, and it's an interesting, I mean, it was interesting. I wasn't bored really at any point. Maybe the last 30 minutes kind of dropped off for me, but I wasn't ever really bored or anything. But I've read a lot of memoirs, and this one, the one thing that stood out to me is that it read like, it didn't read like she was trying to tell us, the reader, something, or that she wanted us to take anything away from it. And it kind of read as though she were writing it not for someone else. I don't know how to say that. And so that was kind of an interesting thing to like take it in as the reader, feeling almost like it wasn't really meant for me to see it, to read it. You know what I mean? Also, there weren't like, in my opinion, there weren't like major takeaways from it. And there aren't always major takeaways from it. A lot of times it's just someone getting their story out on paper, and I can appreciate that, you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna rate it because I don't know, it's weird. I'm not gonna like go rate, you know, her life, but I think it was interesting. And if you're interested in a look at like a mother and daughter relationship and maybe like Korean culture, because there's a lot of cultural references, then it might be the book for you. So the next book that I am listening to is We Were Dreamers, which I was listening to the day that we drove back from the Ozarks. Remember when my sunroof shattered? I was listening to this book, and so I never picked it up again after that. I just, you know, whatever. So I'm going to get back into it. It's by Simu Liu. I just think of that freaking TikTok where he's trying to tell people how to say his name. Anyway, it looks like this. Did I put it on this side today? I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna probably finish that one today. I'm telling you, I'm flying through this TBR, and I live, laugh, love it. I've been reading that one Blitz book at night, so I'll keep reading that at night, but these other ones I'm just listening to during the day while I'm out doing things. So let's go run some errands. Actually, let's make breakfast first, because then I'm going to be out there hungry, eating beans in the car. And it's enough. It's enough of beans in the car. Hola! Hola! Oh, wait a second. I muted that. I meant to pause it. Oh, I did pause it. I just made an iced coffee because it's like 12 degrees. So, like, what else do you need? And hey, Sarah, that's not your new festive Christmassy cup. Is that my mama? That better not be my mom. I'm not home. That look like my mom. Yeah, because I have a daughter. And daughters take things from their mothers and then act like they don't want to be like their mom, but then like low-key like all the stuff that their mom likes. Weird. Yeah, Nala took my Christmas cup. She was using it to drink Gatorade. Gatorade? What? It's not a Gatorade cup. Anyway, it's freezing. Like, why? Why is it so cold today? I don't like it. I'm like, should I leave the drinks outside or should I bring them in? Should I leave them out? Should I bring them in? I bring them in overnight now for sure because they'll definitely freeze. But I'm like, you know, I keep checking on them, making sure they're not like getting frozen. You know, the ones on the little delivery driver table thing. I wonder how long I'm going to keep that out. I don't know. Probably until I take down my outside decorations. Which, who knows what I'll be doing between Christmas and New Year. So, oh my goodness, looks like Christmas threw up over here. I love it. Yeah, I actually look forward. I mean, I love all the Christmas decor and everything, but I definitely look forward to getting it all put away and neatly organized and then putting my new bins up in the garage. Very excited. I'm not done with the basement yet. Oh, I should have stopped. Sorry, girl. Well, she didn't. I wasn't sure if she was gonna cross yet. See, she still didn't cross. Okay, I think she's thinking about it. I'm not done with the basement yet, so I want to kind of refocus on the basement. Now that like I keep thinking like, no, I got to get this person something else. I need to get something else for this person. Like, no, you don't. You're fine. You're fine. And you know what? If you want to get him something else, get it for him a different day. What a weird day today has been. I got the kids. I'm wearing my beanie instead of a hat.
I got this from my friend.
He got that from his friend.
It's from an anime.
Let me focus on it.
There's like a bunch of animes.
I got a ton of gifts.
Oh, yes. You got what?
I got a ton of gifts for my friends.
Let's see the fit. Oh, she doesn't have her boots on, but...
No one said I have these Uggs on.
Nala's trying to clown on my Uggs, but...
Disgusting?
Period. She loves them. Turn
The
them
only reason
sideways.
I'm wearing them
Put
is
them
because I put
sideways.
them on.
We should.
I can't
yes.
wear these any longer. They're disgracing this outfit.
Nala. And that's what you get. Immediate
You should
karma.
check the Santa. See what's in there.
Anyways, today for dinner, nothing.
What are we gonna eat?
LOL. Okay, I got the kids Wingstop for dinner because I didn't cook anything. But I'm gonna make the other half of this. So this is like the rest of the veggies. And this was from Trader Joe's. And I like it, even though it has chicken in it. And normally I don't like their frozen chicken stuff. Oh, look at that, low fat. Ooh, chicken chow mein serves 3. I would disagree. I did eat half of it the other day, but I like that the noodles come like this, like half and half. Okay, I tried to grab that. They come like 1 and 2, which is why I say it only feeds 2. But I know there are directions, and I know I'm doing it wrong. But whatevs. I'm gonna live my life. Hi. Put my freaking nightgown on inside out. Lovely. I just took my makeup off, and I just got back from the Girl Scout meeting. So here's what I found out vis-a-vis the aforementioned. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about when I say that. Anyway, Girl Scout stuff. So I told you guys to buy cookies the other day because normally you can buy cookies when the cookie sales start. No, the troop is like really unhappy with what the council did this year. But they made it so that we cannot do online cookie sales like for you guys until February 27th. And then it's only for 2 weeks. Normally it's for like 3 months. Like, it's crazy. They know it's gonna seriously impact the cookie sales for the girls, and they are sad-faced about it. Like, it's really so dumb. And their reasoning is honestly so silly too, but whatever. So I have had comments in the past, like people are like, I'm sure everybody just hates Nala because, you know, her mom goes online to sell all these cookies. Why would anyone in her troop dislike that? You guys are so silly. I feel like the people who say stuff like that don't understand how Girl Scouts works. They're in a troop. Collectively, they all sell cookies. They each get individual prizes. If they all sold 3,000 boxes, they'd all go to Disney World. There's no top seller in the troop. They do not compete head to head to head. They compete against themselves. And then all of the money gets dispersed amongst the girls for trips to horse camp and day camp and this place and that place. And they get to do all of these little activities for free 99. So trust me when I tell you, nobody hates Nala or me in that troop, okay? They looked at me directly like, this is gonna affect your sales. Like, yeah, it's gonna affect the troop sales. And they were like really down about it because you guys go pretty hard for Girl Scout cookies. And I was like, don't worry, we'll like still, you know, try. We'll like push a little bit towards the end of February. So sucks that you can't do delivery. They did come out with a new cookie. I honestly wouldn't recommend it. It looks and feels like a Thin Mint, but it tastes like raspberry. It wasn't my favorite. But anyway, so that's the update on the cookies. So we can only do in-person delivery, and so that made me kind of sad. But anyway, it's fine. It's fine. It's not like a big deal. But I'm gonna read this book, sit in bed, drink my water because I'm so parched, put on some chapstick because my lips are burning because it's so cold outside. Canyonero.
It's gonna be negative 25 degrees as the high tomorrow.
Okay, I guess that's what we're starting with.
Yeah.
The wind chill is our high cold. Tomorrow with the wind chill is negative 25.
Without the wind chill, it's negative 2.
Without the wind chill, our high is negative 2. Our low is like negative 40, 39.
Without the wind chill or with the wind chill?
No, that's with wind chill. Wind chill's what it feels like. All right. Anyway, while we're on the subject of weather, that's not what I was going to start with. Good morning. Today is day 20, 2 days ahead, but I got to jam you guys together. So theoretically, today should be tomorrow's vlog. Tomorrow will be Saturday's vlog, Christmas Eve. Saturday's vlog, I will be posting on Christmas. Christmas will be posted on Monday, and then I'm going to take a little break. So I am going to catch you guys up. We were probably mixing yesterday and today. Hello! Welcome! Look at Nala's hair.
Because we have this thing called the Elf Olympics. It's really cool, and we get to play fall Christmas songs now on the violin.
Him and his friends made signs for the Elf Olympics, and everyone's very excited. And the kids will be playing their violins. Nala's giving festive vibes. I sent Ashley those videos, and she said she finally got to watch them, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, she did such a good job." And I was like, "Yeah, Jaden broke his A string, so he couldn't show off."
Jaden broke his A string. So okay, everybody keeps breaking.
It just got messed up.
One of my friends, their bridge, because my bridge came off one time when my teacher was trying to tighten my string because it was really loose. My bridge came off. The adhesive just came off. He put it back on. It's fine. One of my friend's bridge straight up like snapped in half. My teacher was not here this whole entire week
because he was playing with the
Siberian
Orchestra.
And he also went to this
and his wife
and he went to a teacher orchestra.
Good for him.
He's very cool.
That was really cool for him.
Remember last year how we tried to get him?
And then Olivia broke her.
We tried to get him whiskey last year.
Yeah.
And now he broke his A string. What's going on?
Well,
Didn't work. Everyone say cheese.
Bad violence.
Jay, put your head down a little. Nala, you too. You guys haven't... As soon as I go to take a picture, everyone's neck goes up. Everyone head down slightly. I'm wearing this because how many more days do I have to wear it before it starts getting a little out of hand? I'm also wearing this. Nala keeps clowning me, but I think they're funny. It's a weird look. I dig it. They're weird. They're not for everybody, that much I know. I don't mean to show you my buns. I don't mean to. I don't have a ton of very specific stuff on the agenda today, so we're gonna start by refilling these little bad boys. And maybe I should go get on my Cricut and make the labels that I've been swearing I was gonna make. And then I never made them. Yeah. I think just you three need a refill. I think I might make some Cricut labels. Do you guys Cricut? Do any of you have a Cricut? I'm sure some of you do. But what do you make with your Cricut? Because, like, I'm glad I have one because it does come in handy when I do want to, you know, personalize something. It's easy peasy. I don't have to order anything, but I use it often enough that it didn't feel like a waste or anything. I definitely went ham buying, like, vinyls and iron-ons and blah, blah, blah. And what I should have done is I should have waited until I had a project and then just bought what I needed for the project. So I did that literally, like, 3 years ago. I've learned, girl. We've grown since then. Peppermint doesn't need much, but might as well top her off. It's coming to the end of your season too, girlfriend. Yeah. Your days are numbered. And that kind of works out because there's not that much left. JK, there's a whole nother bottle. Peppermint's my favorite flavor. And white chocolate is my all-time year-round favorite flavor. I get these at World Market normally, but you can also oftentimes get them at local coffee shops. A lot of times they sell bottles of syrup, just FYI. And you can usually get them at like Target and stuff too, but in Walmart. But they only sell like usually the more basic flavors there. And you can get them on the website. So I buy my Monin ones on the website. And they come shipped beautifully. And it's not like more expensive or anything. It's the same price, so just FYI. Tarani ones though, I do feel like you can find those more places. I feel like Walmart has a better selection than Target for syrups. I don't know if they're this big. I know they always sell the smaller bottles though. But okay, well those guys are topped up. Let's make a coffee. Ready for loud? Let's go make a Sarah. So she's not very complicated. Of course, she's not even in there, right? There you go. And then you gotta tamp her down a little bit. She's a different rose. I'm trying the Entelejista. I'm trying like a different one. Then I added some hazelnut syrup. You do not want to go overboard on how much syrup you use. This is like teetering on too much, but I can taste when it's too much, and that is not too much. And our little baby over here, just give us a little bit of espresso, little espresso. Okay, and then normally when I have two hands, I combine these and I carry them. You know, I carry them together, which I'm still gonna do, but it's a much more dangerous activity right now because the top is hot, the bottom's not. Ding, 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 da, ding, ding. All right, let me wash these real quick. All right, now this is what's gonna go inside of my little frothing thing. I do measure it out because I don't like to overdo it. I tend to overdo it on creamer if I don't measure it. So we're gonna do 3 tablespoons, which is just 45 milliliters. Don't think I don't do this every day. And then I'm going to do 5 ounces of this milk. And this milk is what has truly made like the absolute biggest difference, you guys. I cannot say that enough. The Nut Pods Barista Oat Milk Cinnamon Dolce. I mean, I think I want to try like the original one, but this one's so good. I had to buy like 3 more because they are shelf stable until you open it, obviously. Nutritional stuff if you care to see it. But oh my gosh, this one I do 5 ounces, but it's not quite enough milk for my latte because of the size of this cup. My cup is so big. This double-walled big cappuccino glass is huge. I don't mind going slightly over on that because I would do all of this, but it is a little it's like a little too much if I go all, you know, Nut Pods oat milk. So then I also do a little bit of almond milk. I do go above the max line. It's not a big deal. So I do like 3 ounces of unsweetened vanilla almond milk, and then I'll do 5 ounces of this. You can do just this though. If I had a smaller cup, I would do just that. Normally I was doing just this, and it was delicious, okay? Wonderful, amazing, love it. I added this, and I'm like, holy crap. This is something to write home about now. Like, when people come over, they're getting a latte, and I don't care what flavor they want. They're getting this one, and it's gonna be amazing. And the syrup overpowers the cinnamon flavor, so just FYI, it's still gonna taste like whatever syrup you put in there. But dude, this is something special. Okay, so we're gonna froth. It's gonna do that on its own. I have the one that automatically stops. I'll link this machine. It is a pricey machine, but I gotta say, people that come over and have coffee normally, or have had it, or you know, they normally buy their coffee out, they are very impressed by how this tastes. And obviously it's me knowing how to make them a good coffee, like for that particular person, but it's the machine as well. Not necessarily this machine, it's just the fact that we're having fresh espresso. You know, I start with whole beans, and we start from there. It grinds it, and then we, you know, it's a labor of love. Let me tell you that much though, because this thing definitely takes time. The Nespresso is way faster. You pop this bad boy open, that goes back, you find your pod, you stick it in, you press it down, you twist, hit the button, and you have coffee. So it's definitely a lot quicker, but it tastes very different. Not bad, just very different. I still love my Nespresso. I'm still an espresso girly, but this is otherworldly. This has changed the game. All right, it is done. When you pull it out, I just want to show you. You're gonna have, you know, all the froth right there, and all I do is I clean it with the wet, like, towel that I cleaned off the espresso thing with. I forget what that thing is called. I clean it off, and then you push it down, and it's gonna release the steam on its own. Normally, I set this here so that it doesn't get on my toaster. I don't know if you can see that it's just like spitting all the milk out that was in the thing, and it's cleaning itself out. So this thing does get full of like water, the milky residue. It gets filled of like the drippy espresso that comes out after the fact. So you do have to clean it. I clean mine I clean mine at least once a week. So that's the absolute minimum, because otherwise, you know, it's gonna get in there, it's gonna get moldy and stuff if you leave it. And then you carefully put this one back, because if you push it in, it will release a fresh espresso. And then turn that bad boy off. And then we have our glass. I still don't know how to pour a good like latte art, but you know, maybe in 2023 that'll be my thing. But I do know how to make the perfect amount of froth for this cup. Don't play with me, girl. I do this every day. Clean this out. I flip it over and let it drain on there. This is totally clean by the time I have my coffee. And that's that. Now we're gonna, actually I think we're just gonna go sit down and work, and if I get the rest of my packages and stuff today, I will definitely show you guys what I ended up ordering clothing wise, because I'm hoping to find like a little holiday outfit. Hopefully my stuff comes in. I don't know when it's supposed to come in. I kind of want to go sit in the hot tub today. I'm thinking about it. It's supposed to be stupid dumb cold, but that's what a hot tub's for. Like the hot tub is hot, you know. I don't get in the hot tub if it's not stupid cold outside, because then I feel like I want to pass out. So anyway, let's go. Should we go to the office and work, or should we sit here and watch Roseanne and work? I'm only gonna have these cozy vibes for so long, so let's sit in the living room and work today. LOL. Hi. So I just finished editing this vlog, which you may be saying, how did you finish editing it? Because you're still in it? Yeah. No, so I haven't put this clip in it. I'm actually going to end it here, though. There's not a lot going on. I'm going to go grab the kids. They have an early day. It's snowing like crazy outside. It's like a little tundra. But, you know, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't really come across on camera, but it's coming down out there. So I had this whole story I was going to tell you guys. I did tell you. I even edited the whole story into the video that you're watching now. It's now been deleted, and I'm restarting right here with you guys. This is going to be the end of today's vlog, because all I'm going to do is go pick up the kids at this point. And the story I was going to tell you, it's super ironic because it has to do with something that I was just watching the Chippendales show. I'd once hired someone that had worked for the Chippendales, and there's this huge mistake that happens that is a detriment to them in this television show, and literally the exact same mistake happened to me involving this person that formerly worked for them. And anyway, it was all very ironic, and I go into detail of telling you guys the story. But it made me remember this book that, if you guys recall, I really had always wanted to write. Ever since I was young, my passion was in writing. It was in speaking and writing, but it was mostly in writing. That's why I started off my whole internet thing with a blog. But it occurred to me that I had to change with the times, and the times were changing, and people were not reading blogs. They're making fun of bloggers for just get to the recipe. Nobody cares about, like, some people did care. Do you know what I mean? And companies that were hiring you had to write the little story before you got to the recipe. You had to write the little this before you got to the point. It was literally written into the contracts, but I digress. So I was a blogger for a while. I'm not saying my writing was incredible. I wrote all through high school, though, too. I had a fan fiction pseudonym, and I wrote many stories under that name, and I loved it. I freaking loved it. I cannot tell you guys how immensely happy it made me to write in these other worlds and to create these things. And I loved it, but I never thought I was good enough. And if you don't think you're good enough to do something, there's a really high likelihood you're not gonna do it. So I quit doing the blog and I started doing YouTube more. I didn't quit the blog outright, but it kind of fizzled because I started doing YouTube, and it turned out that people, for whatever reason, liked to tune in and hear about my struggles and my opinions, and they wanted, when I would encourage them to feel better about themselves or encourage them to try to do something that maybe they thought they couldn't do, they felt compelled to do it, and it created this beautiful community of people who believed in me, believing in them, and in turn we kind of just helped each other out over the years. And so that's where this all kind of started, was in me writing. So in 2020, pandemic hit, we all know that, and that summer I was like, why do I just keep kicking this idea around? Like, Sarah, just make it happen. Even if you suck, even if you're a horrible writer and no one wants to read it and it never gets published and it doesn't, like, at least you did it. Prove it to yourself that you can do it. And so I did. So I set up a word count for myself, and every single day I hit that word count. I fell asleep on my computer multiple times, but I hit that word count. I think there was 1 or 2 days where I didn't, so the next day I made myself hit it twice as hard. And I cannot tell you how many emotions were pulled up, how many horrible old memories I had to dive back into. And I could feel it. My heart was going a mile a minute recounting some of these things, but I was getting it out, and I was getting it on paper, whatever, on a computer. And I was interviewing family members and my mom, and I was going through all of this stuff, kind of thinking, well, how did we get here and how did this all happen? And I finished it. I did it. In the summer of 2020, I finished it. It took me about 3 months, I think, 2 or 3 months, writing every day to write it. And then I printed it out. I cried my little heart out. I posted it on Instagram, happy Sarah, who finally accomplished this dream. I closed it, I put it away, and that was it. One day in 2021, I believe, I opened it up to a random page. I posted a photo of it on Instagram, and it couldn't have been a better page because it leaves you on a cliffhanger, and it was so good. It was like, what a perfect page. It was a perfect page, and a bunch of you guys were like, Sarah, you have to release it, you have to release it. And I was like, yeah, totes, for sure. But also, I'm not releasing it because part of me for sure believes it's gonna suck, and what's the point, and who cares anyway? I did the part that I wanted to do. I got it out and I wrote it, and that was the part that I needed to prove to myself. The rest of it is just for other people. And at that point, I'm opening myself to ridicule. I'm opening myself to a lot of criticism. It doesn't matter if you write the most beautiful thing in the world, someone is still not going to like it, and they're going to feel compelled to tell you that they don't like it. I review books all the time. Not every book is for me. I usually try to say that unless I really think a book is fully, truly detestable, and I have only come across about 2 to 3 books that I have felt like this is egregiously bad, and it's bad on very serious levels, and it's whatever. I usually try to end my reviews and stuff by saying it wasn't for me, but it might be for you. And anyway, so I just First of all, I had to repurchase Scrivener. I had already purchased it. That's what I wrote my book in. I wrote it in Scrivener. It's an app. And I wrote it, and I love the way that you can kind of break things down. Like, anyway, I don't need to show you, but you can really break things down into different chapters and sections, yada, yada. And I repurchased it for $65, which is truly ridiculous because it's an app. You should never have to buy it twice, but whatever. And I just reopened it, and I thought, you know what would be a good ending to today's vlog is if I just read you the first page. This is completely unedited. I haven't looked at it in 2 years, and the other day I was thinking, how did I open this? Now, I have a prologue. Maybe I should read the prologue instead. Okay, I'm gonna read the prologue. If you don't care, for sure, this is the end of the video. I'm not gonna do anything else after this. So feel free to click off, and I'll see you tomorrow for another day of Vlogmas. But anyway, let's go ahead and do this real quick. Again, this is completely unedited, so bear with me, okay? I don't need your edits. I have literally never looked at this again. I will hire an editor, or we'll see what happens. I might self-publish one. I don't know, but what I don't need are edits. Okay, not right now. So don't do that. Please and thank you. I never thought I'd get around to actually writing a book. It's not that time was ever really stopping me or my ability to write. I'm no great wordsmith, but I've always known I could string together enough sentences to make a coherent story. After all, I spent countless lunch hours during my high school years tucked away in the library writing smutty Harry Potter fanfics under the pen name blank. It's in there, but I'm not going to tell you right now because I don't want you to look it up. It says, feel free to look them up if you want to die of secondhand embarrassment and find out whether or not Ron finally plucked up the courage to get under Hermione's robes. Spoiler alert, oh yes, he plucked. Why am I so stupid? No, the only thing stopping me from achieving my lifelong goal of becoming a published author was the crushing fear that I would suck at it. I don't remember ever being scared of other people not liking my writing. I'm mostly just scared of the insults I'd throw at myself. Your writing sucks. You're a grown woman who doesn't know what an adverb is. To this day, I don't know what an adverb is. You still in sentences and prepositions despite all those honors English classes. Or maybe something that would cut a little deeper. You're going to waste all your time writing something that no one is ever going to read because you don't have the talent that you always wished you did. You're not a writer, you're a phony and a failure. Yet here I am, typing those words out one by one, hoping I can get the first page done before my kids trudge through the front door with their stuffy little red noses, complaining about how hungry they are and arguing over who has to go bring in the mail today. I wrote this prologue 2 years before I wrote the book. I want you to know that I ended the prologue and then I didn't write the book until 2 years later, which is now 4 years ago. So the kids were little. So why am I writing this book? Because I need it, and maybe you need it too. Over the last 9 years, I've amassed over 1 million followers on YouTube and posted over 900 videos. Now it's more like 1,500 videos. Talking about everything from my favorite toothbrush to tutorials on how to ride your partner in bed. Still, the #1 question that I receive online every day is, how did you get so confident? As much as I wish I had a single life-altering sentence that I could respond with, I don't. What I have are stories about my life and the experiences that I went through in order to become the imperfect but highly satisfied woman that I am today. It wasn't a pretty journey, and if we're being honest here, it still isn't. But damn if it hasn't been exhilarating. Life is just a series of problems that you have to work out. It's not like you solve one problem, you solve them all. It's more like you solve one problem, then move on to the next series of issues that arise. It's a little change today, though, that makes tomorrow better. That little change tomorrow can shape the next week. It's hard to believe that one small change today could be the first step to crushing your goals and achieving your greatest dreams, but that's exactly how it works. That's how it worked for me. Today, my small change is typing these words into a word processor and hoping that one by one they add up to fulfill the biggest dream I've ever had. If I fail along the way, at least it'll make for an ironic chapter in the next book I attempt to write. Because there will be another one. If this one doesn't work, I haven't dreamt of writing a book just for the sake of calling myself an author. I don't exactly have use for a resume in my line of work. So adding another title to my name won't help me impress anyone, except maybe my mom. She would definitely enjoy being able to tell people that her daughter's a published author. My dream is bigger than that, though. My dream is to write my story so vividly and honestly that my pain, my lessons, my triumphs will become etched into the mind of anyone choosing to read these words. I want my fierce desire to succeed and live a satisfying life to creep into your bones and shake you into making some necessary changes in your own life. As much as my millennial mind wants to think myself a special little snowflake, I know the experiences I've been through aren't exclusive to me. I know the same terrible thoughts that I used to cut myself down have probably run through your head too. We've whispered the same comforting lies to ourselves when we needed to believe that this is what love is, and this is the best I'll ever get. When we were being treated like garbage by our significant others, our families, or even our so-called friends. I gained a following online by peeling back the layers of my life and sharing my pain with complete strangers. I found out that I was surprisingly comfortable, ugly crying in front of a camera while I recounted being cheated on or feeling worthless because I couldn't stop gaining weight. I was, however, much less comfortable editing that footage of my ugly crying, sipping a white chocolate mocha, and sitting at the communal table of an overly crowded Starbucks. It wouldn't have been so bad if I hadn't started crying again while editing the footage, but it was pretty compelling stuff. Despite being constantly interrupted by people making sure I was okay, I edited and posted all those videos, and those strangers online became my confidants and therapeutic sounding boards. That is true. I would literally edit in a crowded place because I needed to get out of the house, and it would be like when the kids used to go to their dad's house for a few hours during the day. They were like 2 days a week, where occasionally he would take them those 2 days. Like if it was okay with his like grandma and stuff where he was staying, he would take them sometimes. And it made me like sad to stay home at my parents' house. And so I would get it all together, I would film all the stuff, and then I would pack up my things because I wanted to feel like a regular person. And I would go to Starbucks or somewhere, and I would drive because it was like the drive and the solitude that I really wanted, but at the same time, I would feel bad because I was like, you know, I was like going through it still. I had mom guilt from not being with the kids. I was recently out of a relationship, and then I would go to these Starbucks and I would edit, and I would watch myself saying these things, and I would be just just tearing up, and I would be crying like, okay, cut. Okay, I'm gonna add that back in. And you guys, it was literally horrible. Okay, last paragraph. Exposing my lowest points in life in front of a camera helped me to not only work through them, but to find out what they actually meant. I relived the pain and the embarrassment years after it was over and started to finally see scabs crust over those wounds. And as I healed, a miraculous thing happened. My audience healed with me. Their wounds finally started crusting over and growing a tougher patch of flesh to complement their newly hardened resolve. I never imagined I would be able to help another woman grow confident in herself, especially when I had no confidence in myself. I mean, how could I? When I always felt like I was drowning in my own self-doubt, but now I know I can. I know how powerful my truth can be, and while we unpack the moments that shaped me into the self-actualized Sarah that I am today, remember that I'm not any more remarkable than you. I'm still just a fat girl figuring out the best way to navigate a world that never wanted me in it. And that's the prologue. Or the author's note, whatever. Probably an author's note. Yeah, anyway, yeah, you know what? I'm glad I reopened that. And I look forward to maybe 2023 being the year that it makes it off of my computer and somewhere else. But as you can see, I'm very emotionally attached to the book. And it's 90,000 words, so like that was literally a drop in the bucket, and I don't know if I will ever be strong enough to release it to the public so that they can criticize it and criticize my whole existence even more than they have. Girl, I don't know if I have it in me. I don't know if I have it in me. But anyway, I hope that you guys have enjoyed today's vlog. I'm gonna go get my little baby cakes in a minute. Ooh. Oh, yeah, no, I gotta go. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed today's vlog, and I will see you, I'll see you tomorrow. So you guys are caught up now. Today is today, like yesterday. So today is the 22nd in my time, so it's the 23rd for you if you're watching it tomorrow. So crazy, Vlogmas is almost over. I can't believe we did it. I mean, I don't want to speak too soon. Maybe we didn't do it, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you later.